The Ascalonian Catacombs are a large and complex series of tunnels and crypts that spans much of the area underneath the Kingdom of Ascalon, an area that has long been used as a place to bury Ascalon's dead and as a way of underground transportation throughout the kingdom. Before the Syrian of Ascalon, adventurers in the land could journey down into the catacombs to explore the twisting halls, fight back against the undead that roamed the halls, discover many secrets, and help the vanguard and other people of Ascalon with problems occurring in the catacombs. Spread throughout the catacombs, adventurers could find murals that depict the different human gods that would stare down upon them, as well as many other secrets. As the Charr's Flame Legion used magic to cause large burning crystals to rain from the sky in an event known as the Searing, access to the catacombs became limited as many of the different entrances collapsed. And as the survivors of Ascalon were called to focus on other issues, exploration of the catacombs rarely happened. As the Kingdom of Ascalon continued to hold a resistance against the invading Charr, it was a losing battle. In the year 1090 after Exodus, the Flame Legion had completely surrounded Ascalon City and had sent in a warband to assassinate the King of Ascalon, King Adelbern. Yet the warband would soon discover that the king had gone mad in grief with the loss of his son, his people, and his kingdom. With a new plan, Adelbern had taken his sword Magdaer, one of two fiery dragon swords that are a relic of ancient Ur and its capital, Ara, gifted by the gods to the royal line of Ascalon to ensure peace. Adelbern, atop the highest tower in Ascalon City, held his sword high above his head and plunged it into the ground, casting a powerful spell. A massive wave of fire consumed Adelbern and the tower he stood on, and then detonated in a giant wave of white flame. The invading Charr and all the humans were instantly incinerated by the blast, but the spirits of the humans turned into ghosts and became bound to the land of Ascalon. The kingdom had completely fallen, but the ghosts of Ascalon would be stuck in an eternal war against the Charr, fighting them, dying, rematerializing, and fighting them again. Locked in an endless loop, the ghosts can be found throughout Ascalon, occupying the former cities, spread throughout the country, and even deep within the Ascalonian Catacombs. The catacombs still hold many treasures and secrets to be found by adventurers who are brave enough to fight back against the Ascalonian ghosts and any other force that may linger within. In the year 1325 after Exodus, the dismantled Guild of Destiny's Edge who had failed in their fight against the Elder Dragon Krakatorg were caught together by the Savari Kaith in an attempt to mend broken bonds and reform their guild. The meeting was ultimately a failure, as tensions rose even higher and many members stormed off. But the Norn hero Aristogalcan had come up with a plan to help mend broken bonds and reform the guild, where Aer would delve into the Ascalonian Catacombs to receive the lost blade Magdaer to have it reforged and gifted to her guildmate, the human Logan, in an attempt to mend the conflicts between Logan and their fellow Charr guildmate, Rytlock Brimstone, who wielded the twin blade to Magdaer, Sahathan. Rytlock was furious that Aer had gone into the Ascalonian Catacombs and did not yet know why she was there. With concerns that she may die to the ghosts or rile them up and drive them to the surface, Rytlock called upon adventurers to help him in the catacombs. As the adventurers arrived, Rytlock clued them in on what was going on.
You're not the reinforcements I expected, but you'll do. That fool Norn Aer has stirred up the ghosts down here. Let me brief you. This place has a history, and I don't want your ignorance getting us killed. This was originally Charr land. The humans pushed us out and built Ascalon on top of it. Over 200 years ago, we took our land back. The human king Adelbern watched his soldiers panic as we breached the city gates. Facing certain defeat, the doomed king refused to surrender.
Retreat? Retreat is not an option!
Adelbern smashed his ancient blade Magdaer and cursed Ascalon.
You will not abandon me!
The blast incinerated the attacking legions and turned the defending humans into vengeful spirits.
We will never surrender! Never!
The ghosts see the living as invaders. They show no mercy and no weariness, only blind hatred. Adelbern's hatred. And now, Aer's gone right into the dead king's lair. What a mess. We're going after her. She's causing trouble, and I don't want anyone dying because of her foolishness.
Ready to go, the group charged into the catacombs.
Good, you're ready. The sooner we can find that fool Norn, the sooner we can quit this foul place.
Large stone walls, roots digging into the ground, bones, spiders, and more. The twisting halls of the catacombs resembled much of what the catacombs looked like 250 years prior, but this time, Ascalonian ghosts roamed the halls. As the group fought their way through the opening rooms, they eventually found Rytlock.
Rytlock, what are you doing here?
I came to stop you from inciting a full-scale ghost rampage. Why are you here?
I'm looking for King Adelbern's legendary weapon, the sword called Magdaer.
Magdaer? Magdaer was destroyed when the Sorcerer King set off the foe fire.
I think it survived. I believe the sword will be found at the top of these stairs.
You are following a foolish human legend.
You of all people should know the power of legends. You bear Magdaer's twin, Sohathan. It was Rurik's sword.
What if I do? Adelbern's sword is no more, just like his nation.
Then let us go up the stairs and see for ourselves.
With Air joining the party, the group entered Fulfire's heart, a large chamber underneath the ruins of Ascalon City, where King Adelbern had caused the Fulfire centuries earlier. Laying off to the side was the shattered remnants of the legendary sword Magdaer, and in the center of the room, the ghostly King materialized.
Rytlock, the broken sword. It's the twin to your own.
Worry more about the sword's master. Look there!
I sense Sohathan's presence. Rurik, my son, you've returned!
Your son is dead. So is your kingdom. Leave us!
Foul creature. Your entire race will pay. Even now, my champions prepare to invade the surface. You will fall before the might of Master Ranger Nente, deadly Kasha Blackblood, and the lovers Rolina and Vassar. We'll destroy you as you destroyed us!
You frighten no one with your meaningless threats. We've killed you before. We'll do it again.
Now you've angered them.
They were already angry. Now we must find his champions and silence them.
Scattered throughout the winding halls of the catacombs, leagues of ghosts were preparing to invade the surface and attack the charr occupying Ascalon. The group set off to find and rout out the champions. First, Master Ranger Nente, a heroic ranger who taught young Ascalonian rangers before the fall of Ascalon.
Your desire to destroy still unsatisfied, beast. Burning Ascalon not enough for you?
As long as you stalk us, we'll fight you tooth and claw.
By Melandru's will, I will rend you from this world, Charr.
By his side, his animal companions, Shadow and Fang. Next was Kasha Blackblood.
Why are you here? This is the land of ghosts.
Stand down, Spectre. We seek only to protect the living.
Don't chat with her, heir. Dispatch her!
A skilled necromancer who helped train young Ascalonian necromancers in the arts of death and blood. And finally, the lovers Rolina and Vassar.
Invaders in this holy place? How rude! I will summon my dear Vassar, and together we will make short work of you.
Careful, she's got a friend. Keep them apart.
Rolina Stormbringer, a powerful elementalist who helped guide young Ascalonian elementalists, alongside Vassar, a powerful mesmer who helped teach young Ascalonian mesmers, and who also saved Rolina's life after the searing.
I thought they'd never shut up. With all this death, Adelbern's blood must be boiling by now. Perfect chance to deal with him.
With all the champions defeated and the ghosts being dispersed, the group returned to the center of the catacombs and confronted the ghostly King once more.
What have you done?
Your champions are gone, Ghost. just like your son and your kingdom.
I will have my vengeance. Join me in death.
As the party and Keen fought, the group was able to strike Adelbern down, silencing him momentarily and removing the presence of the ghosts in the catacombs for the time being.
You've defeated me, but what have you gained? Much deadlier things stir beneath us. They'll consume you all.
Magdaer is shattered, but I know a blacksmith who can mend these pieces.
Did you really think that if you got me a sword, you'd earn forgiveness?
For you, the sword would be for Logan.
What? Why would you risk our lives, my life, for that coward?
I thought it would heal old wounds. It would remind you.
Remind me of what? Betrayal? Ah, you've become a sentimental old woman. We're finished here.
Why does Rytlock hate Logan?
Mistakes from a lifetime ago. Best forgotten. Rytlock's right. I've gotten too sentimental. Too weak. A long time ago, I led us into a disaster. He blames me. They all do. The thing is, they may be right.
With the ghosts defeated and Air's true intentions learned, the party departed from the catacombs, Air taking Magdaer to a great smith to attempt to reforge the blade, and Rytlock storming off, feeling betrayed. Much of the ghost presence has now been dispersed from the catacombs, though many do still remain, but not in a strong enough force to hold back the dark power that Adelbern had mentioned previously. Deep below the catacombs, a race of skilk-like creatures known as gravelings dig their way up into the catacombs and feed off of the essences of the Ascalonian ghosts. With a great opportunity presented to them, the German Priory make their way to the catacombs and set up a research outpost to learn more about the secrets hidden throughout. But beset by gravelings, the Priory calls upon the aid of adventurers to protect the scholars and drive back any invading gravelings and remaining ghosts. For through exploration and research, the Priory may uncover new secrets and learn more about the fallen kingdom of Ascalon. Hey everyone, I really wanted to highlight the story mode version of the Ascalonian Catacombs and also tie it into what we know about this location from the original Guild Wars and the tiny bit of story that we get from the explorable mode version. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you are taking good care of yourselves. Have a good one everyone.